Hello there guys, welcome back again to another video, which will be another Blu-Ray Mediabook update for you. Just got 5 things to give you a look at, and I hope you've all been well. Hope you're not suffering too much in this horrible, humid, muggy weather we've been having recently. It's been really uncomfortable and sticky, and not very pleasant to work in either. But hopefully things get a bit more comfortable soon. So yeah, this first Mediabook I'm about to show you is a film that's been hitting the Blu-ray shelves in various countries this month. And that is The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot. This is a really nice Blu-ray Mediabook release from Cape Light of Germany. And it's actually got a 4K disc in here, so it's an Ultra HD release, which I wasn't expecting. I pre-ordered this months ago, and it wasn't listed as a 4K release, but it does contain one, and it's a really nice, pleasant surprise. I'm not 4K ready yet, but it's still nice to have its inclusion. 4K Mediabooks are quite scarce. They're slowly starting to appear on the market, and in fact the Cadaver Club, a fellow YouTuber, picked up a nice 4K Mediabook release of the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre from Italy, and I'll leave a link to that video below guys if you fancy some of that. I know there's quite a few TCM fans out there, so if you fancy a nice lavish 4K release of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, head on over to see what you think. But yeah, as for this one, I watched the movie last weekend. It didn't quite live up to its billing. Didn't play out as I expected. It's more of a slow burn, character driven piece about a long retired military man played by Sam Elliott, and his early life is shown through flashbacks as he's contemplating his life decisions. So we're shown early on his introduction to his wife and his marriage and his time in the military, his assassination of Hitler, and in his ripe old age he's tasked with the mission of hunting down and killing the Bigfoot, who is a carrier of a deadly virus that's threatening to wipe out the human race. So it's fairly over the top stuff, but it's played straight. And these particular scenes do appear in the movie, but they're only touched upon briefly. There's no suspenseful build up to them, there's no thrill of the hunt type thing. It's just very choppy, and scenes come and go very abruptly. So it was a little bit disappointing. But his altercation with the Bigfoot is pretty memorable. It's pretty much the highlight of the film for me, definitely, albeit brief. But yeah, I can't really highly recommend it, but it's one I will need to rewatch, and in a different frame of mind I might find it a more rewarding experience. But as for the Mediabook itself, it's a really lovely looking release. It's got a nice leather effect finish. The artwork's very cool, even on the back. That looks great. Really nice stuff from Cape Light. They always do good quality Mediabook releases. So there you have the Blu-ray disc, a DVD, and there's your 4K discs there. Let's give you a quick look through the book. There he is, Sam Elliott. Does a great job in the film, really does. He's perfect for the role, definitely. Always enjoyed a bit of Sam Elliott. So you get about 20 pages in here. I'll give you a... oh yeah. There's the really cool little gun that he uses to assassinate Hitler with. Lovely design. It does have its cool moments, to be fair. It's not a bad film by any means. It does have its moments. So there you go. I'll give you a quick look at the specs on the back of the J card. You get some minor special features included. There you go. So there you have it, and it's for a 4K Mediabook release. It's quite fairly priced on Amazon Germany at the moment. It's about €24.99. So it's one of the more affordable ones out there if you fancy this one. So yeah, that's the Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot. Alright, next up we have 2 British cult sci-fi movies from the 60s. And the first of those being Island of Terror from 1966. Terence Fisher directing and starring Peter Cushing. And I vaguely remember this one from my youth. I think it was on late night on a Friday. My dad taped it for me and I watched it Saturday morning. And I remember it was some kind of tentacled creature murdering people on this small island, killing them and liquefying their internal organs and bones, and leaving a a disgusting, massive human skin enclosed in its path. And remember, it's quite funny, quite gross, but quite humorous as well. So I'm really looking forward to rewatching this one and see how much of it I can remember. But yeah, this is a nice little media book, but it's more of a digibook release. I'll give you a size comparison because it's not as big as your typical media book. So yeah, a bit of a size comparison. There is a difference. But still, it's a pretty little thing. I like the cover on it. It looks a bit like Graham Humphreys, one of his artworks. There's the back. It's been released by Koch Films. It used to be called Koch Media. And there's not a huge amount of special features. There's a commentary by a couple of German guys, an interview with Christopher Lee and Terence Fisher, which should be interesting. Let's give it a quick look on the inside. There is a Blu-ray and a DVD release. There's throwing a DVD copy there. There's some nice vintage poster artwork. German text. Yeah, some kind of spaghetti spewing egg sack thing. I don't remember this in the film. So there you go, guys. That's the Island of Terror from 1966. And that was followed up by a film of a similar kind from the same production company with Night of the Big Heat from 1967. Terence Fisher returning, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing in this one. So all-star cast. I haven't seen this one. Its premise seems pretty interesting. It's all set on a small island once again, and they're experiencing unnaturally high temperatures, and it's creating a sweaty mess of things, and the scientists suspect aliens are at fault for it. So it'd be interesting to see how this one plays out. Haven't seen it yet. Once again, it's on the Koch Films label. One of the smaller types of media books. Artwork, not too bad. I still prefer the one for Island of Terror. Do a quick look on the inside. There's your Blu-ray disc and a DVD copy. There's Christopher Lee there. So if you've seen any of these movies, guys, let me know your opinions on them. Island of the Big Heat. It's also known by Islands of the Burning Damned, which I really prefer, actually. That's pretty cool, that poster artwork. And there's the back. Once again, you get a couple of commentaries on this one. One of them looks to be by those same German guys that did a commentary for Islands of Terror. And there's also another one with Marcus and Christopher Lee. That should be English friendly. So there you go, guys. That's the Night of the Big Heat from 1967. Righty, moving on. We have a vampiric thriller from 2001. This is The Forsaken, which I haven't seen. It was an impulse buy. I saw this one going cheap on eBay, so I thought I'd grab it. I don't know if it'd be anything for me, really, but I remember this one coming out in 2002, I think, when it hit DVD in the UK, and it didn't really appeal to me back then. It just looked very much aimed at the teenage audience. Lots of posing and pouting going on there, and I wasn't convinced it would deliver a good slice of horror, but hopefully I'm wrong. This one's been put out by the Nameless label in Germany. Really do like those guys, Nameless. They put out some great little releases of some obscure little films, and they've deemed this one worthy of a media book release, so hopefully it delivers a good late night's viewing. You can pick this one up on DVD in the UK fairly cheap. It's only 50p in CEX, and on Amazon Marketplace you can get it for pennies. But we'll see how it goes. There was 2 different covers produced for this release. This one's cover B, which was limited to 333 copies. What, number 29? It does have some special features there. You get a trailer, documentary, and an audio commentary, I think. Uncut. Let's give you a quick look on the inside. There's the Blu-ray disc and DVD with differing artwork. So Nameless always do put a good effort in but there are artwork on each disc, different artwork on each disc, and nicely designed interiors. Text will be in German. There you go, that looks promising. More of that. That'd be good. So there you have The Forsaken from 2001. Right, and last up is one that you might have seen in my previous video, my Evil Dead Mediabook collection. And it's this one, Evil Dead 2, my much sought after, most wanted Mediabook that I recently picked up on eBay for a very good price. And it's just this little stunning release. Really pleased to finally get it, because it sold out super quick back in the day, 2013. This one was put out in Germany by Studio Canal. Sold very quickly, like I said, so it goes for really astronomical prices nowadays. It's one that's very difficult to track down in any form, and it's a beautiful release. It's a nice padded media book. It's got nice debossing on the title there, and it also contains the extended cut of the film, which is exclusive to this release. It runs about 2.5 minutes longer. It contains alternate footage, a new scene, extended scenes, but those moments of spliced back footage, I mean, the footage that's been spliced back into the film isn't of a high standard. It hasn't been remastered in HD or anything, but it's definitely watchable from the screen caps that I've seen. But there will be a noticeable dip in quality when those scenes appear on screen. But it's just going to be nice to see the film in a different way. So it just makes this edition a bit more collectible. There's a rundown of the specs and the special features. Let's give you a quick look inside if you didn't see it already in my previous video. Brilliant. There's your Blu-ray disc, which contains the original cut of the film. Another Blu-ray that contains the extended version, and a bonus disc of special features. And some nice imagery and sketches from the Necronomicon. Tom Sullivan, who designed the Necronomicon book, of course. Excellent job. And you do get a bit of text inside, which will be in German. And then you get more imagery from the Book of the Dead. Excellent stuff. Well pleased with this one. Evil Dead 2 25th Anniversary Edition by Studio Canal. And that is it for this update, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in a video soon, where I will show you my top 5 Blu-ray pickups from the month of June. My non-media book pickups, of course. There was some great stuff released this month, in the UK in particular. So look out for that video. And until then, guys, enjoy the rest of the week. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.